Welcome to Charts Today. My name is David Linton, and today's edition for Thursday, the 19th of July, comes to you from London. Dollar pushing higher again today, so we're seeing that dollar strength just really kicking in, and the euro then weakening against the dollar, pushing to multi-week lows. And against the yen, we're seeing that dollar just creeping higher as well. So it's all about dollar strength and that long-term position looking better and better. Sterling below 130. We said 129 was the target. This is roughly where we're going. We're now 129.72. First time below 130 for more than 12 months. So we're 10 months, I think, is the low. So we're seeing new lows for sterling, driven by Brexit and decreased likelihood of an interest rate rise in the UK in August. So we're just seeing sterling falling away across the board against the euro lower, against the Swiss franc lower, and against the Aussie dollar sitting below 177 for the first time for a while. So we're just seeing that sterling weaker. Bitcoin just holding it on to its recent gains, so that's looking stronger short term, medium and long term still bearish. US market last night was fairly mixed. We were up on the S&P by 0.2%. The Nasdaq was down slightly, and the Dow was up about 0.3%. So we're just seeing a mixed picture for stocks, and the Russell 2000 was up about 0.2%. The S&P future down 0.13% at the moment, and the Nasdaq mini down 0.1%, suggesting the US will open slightly lower. FTSE barely changed today, and the mid caps also in the UK barely changed. The DAX in Germany up has been looking quite strong of late, but today is just down slightly. Markets really just looking for direction as we head into the summer period for Europe. And the CAC Current down 0.3%. Japan was down slightly overnight, and the Hang Seng was also down 0.2%, just pushing to new lows, and the Chinese market down 0.5%, just constantly pushing lower on China, so looking quite worrying still. The Sensex in India was up very slightly, and the Australian index also was up about 0.3%. Brent crude continues to be in the low 70s, just sitting at $72. Still short-term bearish, medium-term the price is through the cloud. Or the outlook for crude looking worse on the technicals over the last couple of weeks with the recent falls. WTI also heading lower, and the US nat gas price sitting at $2.72, so that's heading lower as well. Taking a look at gold, we see that gold is sitting at $1,215, so sinking to new lows. That's met those downside targets, which is a little bit worrying. We do have a loan target here of 1161, but that's the only one that we've got. We're starting to see the potential of negating these upside targets. We've already had one come off here, so gold not looking anywhere near as bullish as it was, and the long-term picture starting to change. Silver, much the same point, and we're down 2% on silver at the moment, so that's really heading quite a lot lower. US 10-year yield sitting at 2.89%, so bullish in the short term, seem to be finding some strength there on the yields. And looking at tech stocks, we saw a fairly mixed picture. Apple down 0.5% overnight. Amazon was down just 0.05%, so barely changed. And if we look at just some of the others, there were Google down 0.25%, looking struggling to keep that all-time high. Facebook pulling back 0.33%, and Microsoft holding on to that 105 level, but down 0.75%. And Netflix, of course, a big fall of the day before, down a further 1.4%. So still short-term bearish. That's it for today. Until tomorrow, happy charting. See you then.